go. Colin, can I go up in there with this?
Yeah.
There we go. She's starting to go in now.
We're gonna just put out. I gotta put some grease in that front drive shaft for Rick.
Please, yep.
I'm gonna get the. You want to do that, Colin? Get the regular battery grease coming out.
Okay, we'll see you guys.
Take care, Tom.
Yep.
What are you doing today?
You just bottomed that out.
Yeah, I feel some resistance when it hits that lip.
Not really.
So the seals are in. There you go. Plunger switch is reinstalled. We need the toothpick, some fishing line or string or something. So we'll pull that plunger out and prep it so that we can then rotate this up and get the shims and the carrier and the bearings, etc. So not bad.
Oh, you were absent from school today, even though I said
Yes.
you have to gym.
Now take that flashlight right here. Just give me some good news. Just tap that center piece there and see it's on the plate, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, that's good. So now
It's
we'll-
not all the way on the plate.
well, it kind of just little gap, right?
Yeah.
I think that's normal. I think that's normal. Because it has spring tension, it just must be fully seated, yeah. All right, you can see Dan's here. Mike, we're just trying to use a ratchet strap and bring that axle back a little bit. We're just trying to whoop, whoop.
Try tapping it a little bit, maybe it'll loosen up on the
Just trying to get one control arm bolt through, and then we'll be able to dress this thing up and square it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we're through on
Can
one
we go
side.
from this side now? We try to get it like that. The thing's in the way. Just stand up.
All right, you can see that the upper arm bolts are started, so that's helping us, and we got the shock bolt through, so that's holding the axle. We're still working on
Almost.
lining up the bolts for the lowers.
Let's try. Where's that big bar?
Big pry bar, right?
You're just on the shock mount. You're spring mount. Okay. You think we could just gun it in?
Maybe. I mean,
Is
she's
it that
right
close?
there. It's very close.
It's so close.
Oh yeah, it is
Pull
really
it with a
close.
ratchet strap. Maybe.
Oh yeah, okay.
This one out for that purpose.
All right, sway bar end links in and tightened. Shocks in and tightened. Look how nice and straight the mounts are. They look great. Such an improvement. Mike and I decided to intentionally, see the angle? We intentionally sloped the lower mounts out just a hair to keep the shock body away from the frame. We did that intentionally. Looks like that's gonna work out pretty nice. They're working on the track bar right now. Got the old ratchet strap hooked up. Oh yeah, wow. Nice. Almost another half an inch. One more. Yeah. Yeah.
Getting wrapped up.
Let's try the pry bar.
So there we go. You can see that the RCVs are installed right there. That's nice. We'll get the knuckles over that, and pretty good. We got the track bar, torque to 125 right there. Checked all of that. Yeah, electrical. There's a vent. The vent tube got it a little tricky. It's got to get in there. All right, so for my ball joint deletes, 20 foot-pounds on the top one, 40 on the rear. You can adjust this in increments of 5 at the top, up to 30. But after moving the knuckle back and forth, we really liked how it felt at 20. So we're happy with that. Now we're working on the driver's side. Okay, you can see the tie rod, Collins. Yeah, got to go all the way to lock. Yeah, that's fine. Unit bearings are in and torqued. The axle shaft nuts are torqued. We still got to do the ABS sensors, the rotors, calipers. We got to plug the electric in for the plunger switch, the locker, and the vent tube. Right there's a plunger switch, locker switch, vent tube somewhere up there. All right, plunger switch hooked up. Locker wire hooked up. Axle tube vent, you can see it right there, hooked up. I love the new shock mounts. What an improvement, man. I mean, the stock ones I had were just brutal. They were so twisted and deformed. Obviously, we still got to torque the upper and lower control arms under the weight of the vehicle. That's all been torqued, so next thing will be rotors. Oh, Dan wants some attention over here. Dan, the retiree. Hey, happy to have him here helping today, man. Big time help. Big time help. Yeah, yesterday we had Chris. Today we got Dan and Colin. So, wow, that looks pretty. Looks good. Putting the cotter pins. You greased the tie rod, guys? Mike, did you grease the tie rod?
I didn't get to it.
Okay.
I'll get to it though.
Nice.
Well, the gun's there, right? We're doing it.
Yeah, right. I took the cover off. So now the steering is maxed out that way, and then the shaft is max in. So that's fully compressed. So that basically you try to split the difference, right? That's when the wheel is straight. So I think we're okay there. Was it hard to turn the wheel? Does it go all the way to block?
I didn't try it.
Oh yeah, it's on it right there. You're on full lock. Yeah. Just let me know how it feels. And I just want to see if it goes all the way to lock on this side. Keep going, Dan. All right, questioning the front caliper here. So the boys are putting a C-clamp on it. See if we can get that piston to compress.
What the hell? Oh, I'm not on the caliper in the back.
Try that. Yep.
Hold that there.
Yep. Oh
There
yeah.
it goes.
Yeah.
Feels like it's going in.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't think we gotta go much.
No. That's quite a bit. That should do it. My God, you want a good quarter of an inch. So that's good. Caliper's fine. False alarm. I got enough bad shit going on. All right. Much adjustments. I had adjusted it so much with shims and because things were just so bent. So then when we straightened the axle, then there was a tremendous amount of tie rod adjustments. I mean, that, the drag link, and then retorquing all the control arms. So just started it up. I mean, looking at it, pretty nice. Tires look straight. All right. Well, lots of adjustment, but I can tell. I mean, tires look pretty straight. The camber, it's not bad. I mean, we're not on level ground here either. You know, we're on stone and whatnot, but it's not bad. Hard to tell if to take it for a ride around the block. All right, total success. Drove the Jeep home. I'll have to make an adjustment on the drag link. That was to be expected. I did pop a angle sensor code, but that's child's play. I can reset that and adjust it. But hands off the wheel, drove perfectly straight. Just a massive improvement in the drivability. Thanks, Mike, Colin. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Chris. Total success. All right. Recon Jeeper, out.